Welcome to Module 2, Lesson 4, Phase B, Business Architecture, part of the TOGAF Standard 10 Foundation course by KRTI. In this phase, we begin translating the architecture vision into tangible business structure, capabilities, value streams, and organizational models. By the end of this session, you'll understand the purpose and objectives of Phase B, the steps to develop baseline and target business architectures, how to use business capabilities and value streams to model transformation, and the key outputs and exam concepts from this phase. Let's explore how strategy becomes structure in enterprise architecture. From vision to business structure. After Phase A defines the vision, Phase B defines the structure. It answers what the business does and how it creates value. This is where we document the enterprise's current state, envision its future business model, and identify the gaps to close. In short, Phase A defines the why and Phase B defines the what. The purpose of Phase B is to develop the baseline and target business architectures that describe the organization's strategy, governance, processes, and capabilities. This ensures the architecture remains business-driven, rooted in how the enterprise actually delivers value to customers and stakeholders. The outcome is a formal understanding of what must change in order to achieve the vision defined in Phase A. The key objectives of this phase are to develop the baseline business architecture, how the organization currently operates, define the target business architecture, what the future business model should look like, perform a gap analysis, identifying differences between the two, model business capabilities and value streams, define organizational roles, governance, and principles, and align everything with the architecture vision established earlier. Together, these objectives ensure every technical decision serves real business outcomes. Role of Phase B in ADM. Phase B forms the foundation for all subsequent architecture work. It provides the business context for information systems and technology architectures. Without a clear business model, IT and technology designs risk misalignment or poor adoption. This phase connects the dots between strategy and implementation, ensuring that business intent drives every system, process, and data model that follows. Inputs to Phase B. Key inputs to Phase B include the architecture vision document and statement of architecture work from Phase A, business principles and drivers that shape direction, existing process models and organizational charts, the architecture repository containing standards and templates, and relevant governance frameworks. These inputs ensure that Phase B builds upon a solid strategic and operational foundation. Key steps in Phase B. Let's walk through the main steps of Phase B. Select reference models and tools, such as TOGAF, BizBoc, or APQC process libraries. Develop the baseline business architecture. Document the current organization, value streams, and processes. Develop the target business architecture. Define future capabilities, value delivery, and governance. Conduct gap analysis. Identify changes required to reach the target. Define roadmap components. Outline transformation priorities and dependencies. Validate and approve the architecture, ensuring alignment with the architecture board. Each step sharpens the organization's understanding of what transformation truly requires. What is business architecture in TOGAF? Business architecture describes how the business works, its structure, functions, and value delivery mechanisms. It defines business strategy and goals, capabilities, what the business can do, value streams, how it delivers outcomes, processes, how work is done, and organization structures, who's responsible. It creates a formal representation of the enterprise, a blueprint that links business intent with operational execution. A business capability is the organization's ability to perform a specific function or deliver a defined outcome. Capabilities describe what the enterprise does, not how. Example, customer management, customer onboarding, customer support, retention analysis. Capabilities are often structured in 3 levels. Level 1, core capabilities like customer management. Level 2, sub-capabilities such as onboarding or billing. Level 3, enablers like CRM integration or data analytics. Business capability mapping helps prioritize investments, identify redundancies, and align transformation with strategy. Value streams, how the business delivers value. A value stream represents how an enterprise creates and delivers value to stakeholders from start to finish. Example, The customer onboarding value stream: identify prospect, verify identity, approve application, activate account, deliver welcome package. Each step is enabled by business capabilities and measured by value outcomes such as speed, satisfaction, and compliance. Value streams bring the architecture to life, showing how strategy becomes customer experience. Business scenarios and process models. TOGAF encourages the use of business scenarios, structured narratives describing business problems or opportunities. A business scenario includes problem statement, business environment, objectives and success criteria, actors and roles, processes affected, and required changes. For example, reducing loan approval time from 10 days to 3 through workflow automation and analytics. Business scenarios make the architecture relatable and actionable for stakeholders. Baseline versus target business architecture. Every enterprise has two views, its current reality and its desired future. The baseline architecture describes how things work today. The target architecture defines the optimized state that aligns with business strategy. Example: current, manual onboarding, fragmented teams, paper-based workflows. Target, automated onboarding, centralized service, integrated platforms. The difference between these two states drives the architecture roadmap and transformation priorities. Gap analysis identifies the changes needed to move from the baseline to the target. Typical gap types include capability gaps, missing or weak abilities; process gaps, inefficiencies or redundancies; organizational gaps, unclear ownership; information gaps, lack of accurate data. Gaps are classified and prioritized by impact, forming input to Phase E, opportunities and solutions. Outputs of Phase B. The key deliverables from this phase include baseline and target business architecture models, business capability map, value stream diagrams, gap analysis report, business architecture views for different stakeholders, and the updated architecture definition document, business section. These outputs provide the strategic foundation for all IT and solution designs to follow. In your TOGAF Foundation exam, expect 3 to 5 questions about Phase B. Focus on the purpose and objectives, definitions of capability, value stream and scenario, the difference between baseline and target architecture, and the role of gap analysis. Remember this key statement. Phase B defines the baseline and target business architectures, focusing on capabilities, value, and structure to realize the architecture vision. Common mistakes include overemphasizing process maps instead of business capabilities, failing to involve key business stakeholders, poor documentation of the baseline, creating models that are too technical or tool-driven. Best practice: model the business in its own language, capabilities, value, and outcomes, not IT jargon. Let's test your recall. Q1. What is the purpose of Phase B? To develop the baseline and target business architectures. Q2. What is a business capability? An organizational ability to perform a specific function or outcome. Q3. What is a value stream? The end-to-end path through which value is delivered to stakeholders. Q4. What document captures business models and gaps? The architecture definition document, business section. For your practical exercise, choose a business transformation scenario. For instance, digital banking or e-commerce modernization. Identify 3 core capabilities and their current versus future state. Draw a simple value stream for customer experience. Conduct a quick gap analysis. This hands-on approach will help you connect business architecture principles with real-world impact. Great job, completed Lesson 4, Phase B, Business Architecture. You now understand how to model business capabilities, value delivery, and transformation roadmaps, the true foundation of enterprise architecture. In the next lesson, we'll dive into Phase C, Information Systems Architectures, covering both data architecture and application architecture. I'm Shivani Kumar from KRTI, and I look forward to guiding you through the next step of the ADM journey.